Michigan. In the heart of the Upper Peninsula, where nature's beauty takes center stage. Alone on the road, finding my way through the luscious mountains and along the scenic coastline, surrounded by the solitude of nature. I immerse myself in its unparalleled views, chasing waterfalls and discovering historic lighthouses, all while the fall colors begin to flourish, painting the landscape with beautiful autumn hues. Welcome to Michigan. The Upper Peninsula, to be exact.
So I just got here to the state of Michigan. I'm in the Upper Peninsula. Right now I'm in the town of Ironwood, Michigan. I really don't have much of a concrete plan for what I'm gonna do here in this part of my trip, but I do have a list of places I wanna go, but I'm not sure in what order I'm gonna go about it. But I'm gonna spend 2 or 3 days here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, see what I can find, try to find the pockets of fall colors here and there. And then after I'm done here in the UP, I'm gonna head over to New England, specifically Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And I should be hitting that area in peak fall foliage, so I'm super excited. But the second I crossed into Michigan from Wisconsin, there were just pockets of bright, vibrant fall colors. And this is my campsite for the night. I really thought I was way too early for the fall colors, but this tells me otherwise. So I wasn't even gonna stay here in Ironwood. I was gonna drive another half hour east to be a little closer to where I'm going tomorrow, but I drove by and saw these vibrant oranges and yellows at this campsite, so I just knew I had to pull off and stay here for the night. And I think I'm gonna be glad I did. I'm just in awe right now. This is beautiful.
Once I got done messing around with the campsite, I decided to cook up some dinner and called it a night.
Good morning from Ironwood, Michigan. I woke up this morning and there were so many leaves falling off the trees. It just looked awesome. These colors are just so vibrant. I don't want to leave because I know I'm not going to find a better campsite than this. I'm gonna head out to the Porcupine Mountains, and then I'm gonna head down to the Black River Scenic Byway, drive that, and check out a couple waterfalls in that area as well.
With that, I hit the road and headed about 10 minutes out of town to check out Mount Zion.
Now I left the campground, got all the way up to Mount Zion, and realized I didn't have my 16mm lens with me. Well, there it is, sitting at the campsite on the picnic table. Oh, that could have been really bad.
Well, now that I have my lens, I'm actually good to leave the campground this time.
So I was just told about this waterfall that's right down the street. So I pulled up and it's a 1/4 mile hike. So we're gonna be hiking to that waterfall real quick. It probably shouldn't take that long. It's only a 1/4 mile there, 1/4 mile back. It's supposed to be really pretty, so I'm excited. This will be my first waterfall of the trip. That was my ankle. About 2 minutes in and I can already hear the waterfall. I think I'm going the right way. We've made it to the viewing area. Here she is. That was a nice little waterfall. I'm heading back to the car now and I'm gonna drive about an hour to the Porcupine Mountains.
Nobody's gonna hold me down.
So I just got out to Lake of the Clouds and I remembered to put my hiking shoes on this time. So we've got a little overlook that's supposed to have beautiful views. of the surrounding mountains and lakes. So I'm excited about this.
Start again.
The views up there at the observation deck was absolutely beautiful.
So now I've got another 1 hour drive down to Bond Falls.
Now I just got here to Bond Falls. I'm gonna go on the trail to the waterfall and check it out. Awesome waterfall. It's got two sides. It's massive. There's boardwalks all the way around, little spots you can go down right by the water. You can go up and get on top of the waterfall.
A quick little drive around the area had me stumble upon Bond Lake. It's the lake that flows to the waterfall we just came from.
So I've been flying the drone over this lake for about 10-15 minutes. I'm bringing it back to land because I was getting strong wind warning because it's super windy, as you can probably hear right now. This is how the drone looks.
That battery compartment is supposed to be closed while the drone is in the air.
It's super windy and it's about to rain, so I'm gonna get out of here really quick. I think that's it for today, but we had a great day and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I just woke up here in another Walmart parking lot. I'm in the town of Houghton, Michigan. I'm gonna head up north to the Keewenaw Peninsula, I think that's what it's called. Check out a few spots and then head out to Marquette. I totally forgot yesterday was my birthday, but I woke up late again today. So we're getting a late start, but I'm hoping we can still hit some spots. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. This is the part of the trip that I really have no plan because I don't really know what's up here where we're going. But yeah, I'm gonna get the van all packed up and hit the road. I was driving through the mountains here, hills, whatever you want to call them, and I saw this fire watchtower and it looked awesome. It's like barn red, and so I put the drone up, got some cool shots. I just got out here to the Munising Falls trailhead, so I'm doing a quick little hike through the woods out to the waterfall. The thing about this trail, it's right on the edge of a cliff, so it's a little sketch, but it's supposed to be super pretty, so fingers crossed.
So crossing my fingers did not work. I was hiking what I thought was a trail for about 15 minutes, and I think I was on the trail originally, but I must have made a wrong turn somewhere or something.
I don't know if this is the trail. Jesus fuck.
Because this part of the hike definitely was not a trip. After not too long, the trees gave way to another paved trail and a bridge. So I just hopped on that, so at least I wasn't in the middle of the woods, but I definitely was lost for a little bit there.
There's no way that that was the trail to get here. But we made it, so that's what matters, right? Still no sign of Manganese Falls, and I can't hear it anymore. So I definitely was not on the trail and then got onto a different trail, so I'm just gonna head back to the car. I am lost. I knew the direction I came from, so I kind of just went up in the woods that way, and I walked until I found a road, and thankfully it was the road I parked on. I don't know how this happened, but that's where I started the trail. This is where I just came up. After that whole fiasco, I hopped in my car and just enjoyed the beauty and solitude of the nature up here. Now that I got those fancy drone shots out of the way, the rest of the day I ended up just driving around and stopping wherever I saw cool stuff. Got some lighthouses, mountains, cool roads, waterfalls, all kinds of stuff. As I saw the sun starting to set, I was close to a lake, so I pulled off there to capture the sunset, and turns out there was a beautiful campsite there, so I just stayed the night. I just woke up here at this beautiful campground. This is my view. My site is directly looking over the lake where the fall colors are popping. This is just beautiful. I think there's about 8 sites here right on the lake. Every single site has a view of the lake, but I'm the only one here right now. But I woke up at a decent time today, so we're actually gonna be able to get a lot done today. This is my last day in Michigan, so we're gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the day, and then I'm gonna head out to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, where I'm gonna spend the entire day. I'm gonna go on some hikes, check out the park, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna finish off with a sunset cruise along the coastline of the lakeshore. Great looking hair, great start to the day. And with that, I hopped in the car and made my way to the first stop, which was Munising Falls. It was a quick little trail to this waterfall to start the day. Quick little 10-minute drive brought me to the parking lot for my next waterfall. This time it was Miners Falls, but I've got a 1-mile hike ahead of me this time. After Miners Falls, I still had a little bit of time to kill before my cruise, so I drove around the park and checked out some of the viewpoints. After killing a couple hours of time, I headed into Munising, Michigan. That way I could get a good spot in line for the Pictured Rocks boat cruise. I probably sat in line for about an hour or so before they started loading the boat, but I'm super glad I got there early because it was packed.
On behalf of the National Park Service, we'd like to welcome you to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. We're going to be seeing about 14 miles of sandstone cliffs that drop off into the water that reach as high as 200 feet tall. A couple waterfalls and even an old lighthouse.
As we were heading back on the boat, the sun was starting to set and it was just a beautiful way to end the night. But with that, my time in Michigan comes to an end. Once we got back to shore, I started my 14-hour drive to Burlington, Vermont.